This is Speakeasy Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Woo! Oh, it's coming in! Close the damn door! Holy shit! Okay. Alright. Well, camera got wet. Traffic saw it just rained. It's only rain. Take my shoes off. I bet we're gonna have maybe a small class today. Let's see this. We didn't get to go play today. We want to play. Hey guys, Coach Marco here. This is Coach's Log 17, and this is Speakeasy Jiu-Jitsu. I wanted to tell you guys a little story about my experience with camp. Now, what is camp? SBG throws 2 camps every year. They throw a spring camp and they throw a fall camp. In 2021, me and a couple of the coaches here, we went out to the fall camp at SBG Reno.
This is Beto's move.
I know, just thinking it's like perfect.
This is what he wants. He was made for this.
I think if you've got a long neck, it's remembering to keep the traps up.
Yeah.
John's doing it really good too.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. It was my first time being around the rest of the tribe and meeting a lot of the other instructors and learning a lot about what this community is. Because of the pandemic, when we joined in 2020, I never really had the chance to get to know a lot of the other instructors or a lot of the other gym owners. So this gave me the opportunity to actually sit down and get to meet a lot of them. And this was great. I got to meet some people that I've looked up to for a really long time, like the Singer brothers, Coach Matt Thornton. I got to hang out with Paul Sharp.
You guys are Russian. I kicked you on the stage. 3 Red Bulls, dog.
And Ray Price. I got to meet Philippe Gentry, and I also got to go out and roll with some of these guys and get to experience their jiu-jitsu and their teaching. Alrighty, so I am on my way to go pick up Pete Richter for the Reno trip. It should be lots of fun, and we'll see how this goes. We have a 7.5 hour drive ahead of us. I'm taking Pete because number one, I trust him, and number two, he also feels comfortable driving a Honda Civic. You know, the trip's gonna be a lot faster for you guys than it will be for us. So let's do this. We had put together this idea because we were all still really worried about COVID, that we would be brave and go out and go to camp. And so it was in Reno. Coach Peter and myself would drive out to Reno. I would pick him up.
There he is.
Here, I'll put this in the back. Yeah, I got
Got the snacks. There's the man Pete. Yeah, we're already filming, man.
Hi.
Hey. We're gonna be on the road now. So let's do this. Pete, have you ever been in a YouTube video before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Alright. We drove the entire way. I think it was like 7 or 8 hours to drive from where we're at in Pasadena all the way to Reno, Nevada. It was a fantastic drive. And when we got there, we were met by this big hotel. I can't remember the name of the hotel, but it was pretty nice. Coach Beto and his friend Danny, who's one of our students, actually met up with us there too as well. They drove out together. And then John Bond, Coach John, actually drove out too. One of the biggest struggles while being at a camp is finding a time to eat, because you are in class from like 8 a.m. until 1, and then you gotta figure out a restaurant or a place to actually sit down and have a meal with enough time to be able to rush back to the gym in an area or often in another state or even another country
where you don't know anything about the place.
So you got to get there as fast as you can, eat, get back, and then on a full stomach, get right back to training.
It's like Ocean's 11. Look at these guys. Go ahead, down. Hey, John. How's it going? We're making a
going
video,
really
bro.
good.
We're in it. Nice shirt. That's it.
Awesome.
You're gonna be in. We're gonna be in our next YouTube video.
Good.
All right. Where are we eating?
Anywhere.
Anyway.
I'm starving.
Dude, what? We're waiting. We're gonna go to dinner.
Oh, can't wait. Where's the car? We got to get in the car.
Free dinner.
We got.
Free dinner. Yeah. Good
Where's the
old
car?
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah, we're that way. So.
Outside. Thanks, man.
You want? Are you gonna ride the thing?
Outside.
Yeah, we'll just take two cars. Cool.
Yeah.
You got the
yeah.
restaurant? Cool. We'll see you over there. Come on, Wesley. Let's go.
One of the other best things about camp is sharing the experience with your teammates. Going to camp alone is probably awesome, and you get to hang out with a bunch of people at camp. One of the cool things with my experience is actually taking some of our coaches with us, or even some of our students, and spending a good amount of time with them. All of the experiences outside of the actual training is worth it enough in itself to be able to make me want to go back to camp again and again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're doing this number.
Don't laugh, Wesley. It'll happen to you one day. It'll happen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of it gets everybody. Father time is in front of my wife for a while until I.
Welcome to the club. Well, thank you guys for
I would not come to dinner with you guys.
dinner.
Me having dinner right now wouldn't be happy.
We'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Bye.
See you guys.
See ya, hey.
See you in the morning.
Make it happen. No.
Not only with just my coaches here or with my students here at the gym, but also everybody that's at camp as well. It's cool getting to talk to people and getting to know people a little bit better, especially when we don't get to see each other all the time. Now, if you're sitting there wondering if you should ever go to a camp, if you're a member of SBG, or even if you're not a member of SBG, I believe that you should probably go to a camp. The amount of hours that the coaches put in to preparing or to teaching their curriculum and actually giving you something that's extremely valuable during camp it's unlike any other sort of educational experience that I've ever had. Being able to pick some of these coaches' brains is worth it enough in itself.
Knife's in. I'm shutting them down. Replace my hand with my shoulder. 2-on-1. I lock this out and I start to sprawl back on my toes, putting weight on his arm. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come up here and I'm gonna replace shoulders. But I'm staying right here. Let's work on that. Oh, and there's a dispute about the clap. Apparently I'm doing it wrong. Apparently I'm doing the Canadian clap. I thought I was doing the right one. I'm doing 1-2 clap.
Yep.
Apparently it's supposed to be 1-2-3 clap. I'm willing to compromise. I'm willing to compromise. All right, so we're gonna do 1-2-3 clap.
Okay.
Is that what you guys do? Then obviously it's correct. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
That's how they do it, right?
I'm gonna go straight cholo. Just be like, what's up, homie? You got?
You got some spare change? Especially where
Nice to have you, drunk.
we've got to stop headbutting. I know. Fucking hell. Every time. Good.
The size of your shoulders and head.
What if you pump fake stab?
Your feet.
I don't know what to do.
Like you say, it's here if people are still trying it.
No headbutt.
No, we were good.
Good job.
Now, somebody might be saying like, hey, you know what? $300 or $250 or whatever it is that it costs is kind of steep, plus a hotel room, plus the flight, plus renting a car if that's what you're doing, or Ubering, plus meals. You're looking at somewhere around like $1,000 maybe for a weekend, or maybe even more sometimes. But you have to ask yourself, how much do you care about your jiu-jitsu? How much do you want to progress in your jiu-jitsu? And if you're going to be spending money and going out and partying and hanging out with your friends and having a good time that way, why not invest in yourself a little bit too as well? Whenever I take a private lesson with another instructor and their private lesson rates are maybe more than mine, and I'm like, wow, that's steep, I don't like question it. I just go and do it because I understand that even if I get something in a 1 hour, 2 hour lesson that's gonna change my jiu-jitsu for the rest of my jiu-jitsu career, it's worth it. One of the interesting things about traveling with a bunch of my coaches on a high protein diet is figuring out who eats what, who needs what. You know, it's not everybody's gonna agree with everybody, not everybody's gonna want to do the same things or eat at the same places, but just figuring it out together. And if you get lost, you're lost together. If you find a restaurant that, you know, everybody likes, awesome. If you find a restaurant that nobody likes, awesome. It's all part of the experience. Go out, have some fun with your friends, get in a little bit of trouble, and I'll learn some new things.
Oh, he's nuts. He goes, and he squirms and he pins me.
Yeah.
And he goes, and the worst thing is, he says,
Wesley, what's with the one
Elbows in,
him
bro.
and his teammate.
Is this gangster? What's this mean?
And he goes,
This means female and...
Not a tattoo, yeah, but why have you got one sleeve up and one sleeve down?
No, I just want to look at it. I just want to look at it.
every time.
I love it. Like my sister changed it. Like the mouth was a little bit more open, but then my sister like.
You want to look at it all the time. Why are you getting a part of your body where you don't have to lift the sleeve up all the time?
We're actually getting ready to go to another camp. We're getting ready to go to the camp in Georgia. It's going to be at the Singer Brothers gym, so SBG Athens. We have, I think there's 10 of us going so far, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to go back to camp. And in the coaches logs coming up, I'm going to be talking a lot more about preparing for camp, what you would probably need to pack, and our trip plans as well. And I'm going to be filming almost the entire experience so that way I can post here on Speakeasy. So that way you guys get to see what we're experiencing and what camp is actually about. And remember, tap early, tap often, and I'm tapping out.
That's the only awkward part. That's what we do. Little tear. Dinosaur?
We've all done for a long time, and finding a detail that makes a big difference in the game. So that stuff's always there. That's what keeps me interested in jiu-jitsu after 30 years is with the fundamentals, there's always some new detail that makes it that much more solid.
Thank you, Beto.
What's up, man?
This is Speakeasy Jiu-Jitsu.